Welcome, everybody. My name is Kevin Dowd. I'm a strategic content specialist at ASG Technologies. Today's presentation, Unlock Your Siloed Content, will take a look at content within agencies and how the federal regulations are applied against those and some solutions that can be put in place to help you out. A quick look at what we're going to cover today. Current state of federal regulations, records management initiatives, mission critical information where it exists today in silos, how ASG addresses these federal regulations, migration and consolidation, and a single platform to unlock this content. So to start, the current state of federal regulations today, federal agencies are facing a lot of challenges, starting with the explosion of content across different departments. When you look at an agency, 50% of the agencies are seeing doubling the amount of documents and records every 7 years. For 25% of agencies, they are seeing content doubling every 4 years. This highlights just some of the challenges that agencies are facing today. Keeping in mind that all information is a record, starting with if the president signs an executive order, to the Navy starts gathering information about a new fighter jet, or Department of Education publishes new teaching guidelines for COVID-19. All records need to be managed. Less than 4% of federal records are kept permanently. That means that millions of records need to adhere to retention policies and adapt to defensible disposition. Information in any form has to be kept for the sake of traceability, accountability, and transparency. Federal agencies have to take full control of every record from ingestion to archival. One of the issues is legacy systems don't have the capabilities needed to engage with the public for demand for digital content. These legacy systems are also challenged with growing stores of data that agencies create and use, as well as need to keep transparent, discoverable with modern analytics tools. The infrastructure that was once standard a decade ago is now becoming unsupported and obsolete, requiring organizations to move to modern platforms, applications that support these newer frameworks. The growing requirement to modernize agency applications, systems, creates change management challenges for IT groups. Agencies must identify, capture the impacts of all modernization challenges to avoid catastrophic impacts. An agency needs to understand how its data is generated, how it is stored and managed, and who has access to this data. Today, most records are now digitally created and stored, accessible, reported, and published. This presents multiple problems and advantages for federal agencies. It becomes impossible to know which copy of a record is official or not. It's hard to know the retention or recall policies for any of this information. It isn't always apparent what legally must be recorded and archived to meet policy and federal regulations, but each agency controls this process to meet narrow standards. As we look at records management initiatives being put forward by the federal government, we need to realize while agencies may have different missions, structures, and resources, they do have common needs for managing their electronic records. As new regulations are created, whether it's DOD's 5015, FERMI, or PMA, they all need to manage their records based on NARA's compliance, regulations, and guidance. NARA serves as the records management standard for all of these agencies. It allows for the platform for the development of records management strategy, the need to access and change content any place in any location, to digitize content within an agency, the ability to store content on any media and make sure it's unalterable, and to be able to track these records anytime, any place. Where is mission critical information today within agencies? Agencies have warehouses of physical records that they're battling today. They are looking into a variety of imaging capture solutions to help digitize these records and help them manage the retention of them. The federal government has no ERP or CRM recommended solution, yet agencies have deployed SAP and other ERP solutions that now need to be integrated into new systems. These systems handle everything from collaboration to case management, Most are just siloed solutions put in place. Collaborative and shared drive systems, such as SharePoint farms and shared drives that are rolled out across agencies, have little to no standards of the content that's stored in them. ERC systems that have been put in place no longer provide the capabilities needed in modern digital content. In email systems that are put in place, everything's a record. You need to be able to access the content that's sitting out there, those silos of information within email systems. With the Mobius Content Platform Services, you can address federal regulations, enabling government agencies to digitally manage the complete lifecycle of agency records in their original format. That's an important distinction. Original format of any and all record types. Scanned images, PDF, Word documents, Excel spreadsheets, audio and video files, as well as print streams. Establishing policies, standards, and processes for all this content is important for any project. Time and event-based rules use workflow to automate processes, helping to tag content, set new retention schedules, set deletion, and change document categories, helping streamline these business processes and improve response times. RM Dashboard serves as a central point for operations where records managers can list agency records, define and maintain retention schedules, manage event templates to automate any task that needs to be done in the life cycle. It ensures proper discovery and coordination of information that needs to be stored, redacted, or disposed of. So this, when you look at projects, there's multiple viewpoints when you look at any project. And in particular, when you start with ECM or imaging solutions, it's not just a rip and replace. A lot of it is the need to put retention against documents, maybe move stuff to cloud-based storage, the ability to handle ERP systems and line of business systems. So now I can encrypt the content that's sitting out there, and I can apply retention and redaction against it. The ability to go against collaboration, right? Collaboration, electronic filing stores, and the ability to take that and make sure now it's on unalterable media. So I can put retention lifecycle rules against that. All of that can either be part of a migration or a federated approach with the Mobius platform. Then you go to the warehouse as a physical document. We integrate with imaging systems that allow you to take these documents, scan them, apply retention schedules against them, and put them on unalterable media. So now I can now manage this content digitally. For shared drives in particular, 50% was content that sat out there that was rot, needed to be removed from the system. 30% content that sat out there that wasn't mission critical, leaving only 20% mission critical. We can help you identify that mission critical content, apply redaction against it, retention against it, and store it within the system. And that's what we allow with the Mobius platform to go after and access. The system can be deployed in an on-prem environment or a cloud-based or a hybrid approach without reprocessing any content. Mobius is the one platform that works with all your content regardless of platform, where the content resides, the business itself, or the IT systems it resides on. Regardless of application type or location of employees, of customers or partners, they all can access the same content. And for content itself, the file type, size, and volume, there's no limitation on what can be stored or processed. Mobius is a content services platform that helps organizations modernize, digitalize, and transform business operations. It allows for increased productivity and flexibility, decrease compliance risk, reduce total cost of ownership, achieve faster time to value, and improve operational performance. A little background on ASG and the suites of products, the information management and systems tools. And information management in particular has two different groups. One is data intelligence, and the other one is information governance. And the information governance suite is where the Mobius content platform resides. ASG has 1,100 employees. 60% of those are in research and development, over 3,500 global customers, and year-after-year growth over the last 4 years. ASG has consistently reinvested in their product suite. Thank you for your time today. For additional information, please visit asg.com. Have a great day. Stay safe.